Hi everyone, it's Rubel here. So if you're traveling from Tokyo to Kyoto or Osaka, most people take the Shinkansen, Japan's famous bullet train. But here's the big question. How do you actually buy a Shinkansen ticket? Well, there are a few different ways. In this video, I'll explain how to buy your Shinkansen ticket easily, which station you should use if you're going from Tokyo to Kyoto or Osaka, and some important tips to know before you hop on the train. For today, we're focusing on trips from Tokyo to Nagoya, Kyoto, and Osaka. By the way, there are many Shinkansen routes in Japan, not just the Tokyo-Osaka line. If you want a full breakdown of other routes, check out my earlier videos. How to easily buy a Shinkansen ticket. If you're traveling from Tokyo to Nagoya, Kyoto, or Osaka, you've got two stations you can use, Tokyo Station and Shinagawa Station. So, which one should you pick? You might think it depends on where you're starting from in Tokyo, but actually, nope. The clear winner is Tokyo Station. Let me tell you why. Why Tokyo Station is the best choice. When you're traveling, things don't always go as planned, right? Maybe you miss your train or your schedule changes. Now here's a useful tip. If you bought a reserved seat ticket but missed that train, you can still ride later trains the same day by using a non-reserved seat instead. And this is where Tokyo Station shines. Since Tokyo Station is the starting point of the Shinkansen line, the trains begin their journey there. That means the non-reserved cars are usually empty when they arrive, so your chances of finding a seat are super high. Shinagawa Station, on the other hand, is just one stop after Tokyo. By the time the train gets there, most of the non-reserved seats are already taken. If you're traveling as a family or group, it's even harder. You might end up scattered in different seats. So, trust me on this. If you're heading out of Tokyo by Shinkansen, start your trip at Tokyo Station. It'll make things way smoother. Tips to keep in mind before taking the Shinkansen. First of all, did you know? The Shinkansen is crazy frequent. Trains leave about every 10 minutes. That's more than 6 trains per hour. So even if you didn't book your ticket in advance, you can usually hop on pretty quickly. Cool, right? But wait, there's one big thing you need to watch out for. Every year, during 3 major holiday seasons in Japan, the Shinkansen becomes fully reservation only. Late April to early May, Golden Week. Mid-August, Obon holiday. Late December to early January, New Year holidays. These are the busiest travel times in Japan, when everyone is on the move. So if you're traveling during these periods, you absolutely must book your tickets in advance. Sometimes even same-day reservations are impossible. Outside of those dates, though, it's pretty flexible. On weekends, expect to wait maybe 30 minutes to an hour if you don't have a reservation. But usually you and your family can still sit together. On weekdays, it's even easier, maybe just a 20-minute wait to get seats. Oh, but here's a key point. This is true mainly if you're starting at Tokyo Station. Since Tokyo Station is the very first stop, non-reserved seats are much easier to grab. And remember, if you miss your reserved train, you can still ride later trains the same day using a non-reserved seat. But keep in mind, you won't get your reserved seat anymore once the time has passed. No reservation needed to take the Shinkansen. So, unless it's one of those super busy holiday seasons, my top tip is buy your ticket right before you ride. Why? Well, travel plans change all the time. Maybe you want to spend extra time at a temple, maybe you find a cute cafe, or maybe you just move slower than expected. If you lock yourself into a strict train time, you might end up rushing through experiences. Or worse, skipping them altogether. But if you buy your ticket just before you ride, you don't need to stress. You can be super flexible with your trip. How to buy your ticket. Okay, So how do you actually buy a ticket right before boarding? 2 ways. 1, at the counter with staff help. 2, at a ticket machine. Now, here's the catch. The counter is usually packed with international travelers. And I mean really packed. Sometimes you could be waiting for hours just to buy a ticket. But here's the secret most tourists don't know. The ticket machines are almost always empty. And don't worry, they're super easy to use. There's an English option and you can pay with cash or card. So save yourself the time and stress and try the machines at Tokyo Station. You'll breeze through while everyone else is stuck in line. Okay, let's dive into the details. So, the very first thing you need to do at the ticket machine is choose your language. Super easy, right? After that, just follow the voice guide and keep tapping the screen as it tells you. Now, here's the important part. You'll insert the ticket you already have. If you're buying tickets for your whole family, make sure you put all of their tickets in too. Next, you pick the direction you want to travel in. From Tokyo, there are several Shinkansen lines. If you're heading to Nagoya, Kyoto, or Osaka, that's the Tokaido line. So yep, tap Tokaido. Once you do that, a list of stations will pop up. If you don't see your destination station, that means you probably chose the wrong line. Just go back one step and reselect. Let's say we're going to Nagoya this time. You tap Nagoya and ta-da! A list of train options will appear. Now here's a cool tip. If a train is circled in green, that means it's available for booking right now. And if you see something that says green, that's the special green car. It's a little more spacious, but it's about 1.5 times the regular price. Oh, and here's another screen you'll see. It's for reserving luggage space. On the Shinkansen, really big luggage that can't fit above your seat needs extra charge. If you've got big bags, make sure to select this option. After that, you'll get to the seat selection screen. Seats A and E are the window seats. And if you're buying for your family, don't worry. The system tries to give you seats next to each other. Nice, right? Then, you'll see a confirmation screen with all the details. If everything looks good, just hit confirm and boom, you're ready to purchase. Payment? Super easy. You can use Japanese yen in cash or a credit card. Let's say we go with a credit card today. And done. You've got your Shinkansen tickets. Now, time to head to the Shinkansen gates. Here's something you really need to pay attention to. Tokyo Station has multiple entrances for different Shinkansen lines. If you go to the wrong one, you won't be able to enter. So remember, for Nagoya, Kyoto, or Osaka, you want the entrance labeled Tokaido. Double-check the sign before you go in. At the ticket machine, you got several paper tickets, right? Don't panic. Just insert all of them together into the ticket gate. The machine handles it for you. Once inside, look up at the big electronic boards. They'll show you your train, departure time, and platform number. For example, ours is leaving from platform 19. So let's head over there. When you get to the platform, check your ticket for your car number and seat number, then line up at the right spot. Hop on board, find your seat, and you're all set. Oh, and let's quickly talk about luggage. If you didn't buy a special luggage ticket, you can just put your bags in the overhead storage above your seat. But if you did purchase one, you'll have a designated luggage area to store big suitcases. So if you're traveling with huge bags, make sure you get that extra ticket. And that's it. Today, we went over how to buy Shinkansen tickets at Tokyo Station when traveling to Nagoya, Kyoto, or Osaka. But remember, there are lots of different Shinkansen lines in Japan, and some of them have their own rules and systems for tickets. Don't worry, I'll be covering those in other videos, so make sure to check those out too. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!